Welcome to Probably Dope Movies. I'm JC.
And I'm Cude.
And we're here to let you know if this remake outruns the original or falls a little too far behind in this review of The Running Man.
The Running Man follows Ben Richards, a man who is in desperate need of money to afford his daughter's medicine. He decides to try out for a TV show and ends up getting chosen for The Running Man. Will he survive? The Running Man.
The Running Man.
Slow down, dude. You're going too fast, dog.
I'm a little out of breath, honestly.
All right, so we got another remake, dude.
We got another remake of the original film, which came out in 1987, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now we have Glenn Powell.
He's taking the reins. He's taking the reins. And let me just start off this review with saying, the homie is cut, dog.
Oh, man, Glenn Powell is shredded.
The homie got the root going, dog. He has a whole scene where he's in a towel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they just put him in this towel to show how ripped he is, because I didn't know that.
I feel like they actually put a clip on YouTube of the towel scene before the film even came out, because they're like, all right, we got to market this somehow. Let's link into the Powell.
I don't know how old he is, but man, I want to look like that.
Yeah.
Dang.
You're doing all right for
himself. It looks like a lot of work, a lot of running.
A lot of running.
On Glenn Powell.
And he does do that in this film.
He does do a lot of that running, but why is he running? What is this movie about?
So, we have Ben Richards, right? He is desperate. He needs money for his family, for the health of his daughter, who is sick from some version of flu. They say flu, right?
Yeah.
And so he's just auditioning for whatever show he can get. It is emphasized that his wife, played by Jamie Lawson, Sheila Richards. She is saying, okay, you can do whatever you need to do, but do not go on The Running Man.
Yeah, because you're going to get murked.
Because nobody ever survives.
Nobody has survived. In all the seasons that they had, they said the closest dude got to 29 days. You have to run for 30 days. The whole world is against you.
Yep.
And so regular civilians actually get paid to report you.
They're incentivized. Yeah. They make money by filming you whenever they see you.
Yep, and they have like 5 hunters.
I think 5 hunters and then 1 main hunter.
1 main hunter played by Lee Pace.
You
may know him as Thaladriel. What was his name?
From the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, King Thaladriel or something like that.
More recently, he was in Bodies. If you got that A24 film, that one is a a good one.
Yeah.
And then, he was also Ronin in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
So that's where I know him the most.
That's his highlight there.
Yeah, he was fire in Ronin.
Yeah.
As Ronin. Mm-hmm. And so you have these hunters and civilians all going after you for 30 days. How can you survive for 30 days? And you actually have to upload a video every day. You have to mail off a video every day.
Yeah, you take the video in a tape, you save something for 10 minutes, I think, and then you've got to actually input it into a mailbox, which then flies away in Edgar Wright style of this kind of futuristic thing. And so everybody's notified, right when they see that mailbox fly away, they go, there he is.
As we're talking about Edgar Wright style, if you are an Edgar Wright fan, this is probably going to be a bottom tier Edgar Wright movie for you.
So just to go through a couple, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver, Last Night in Soho, Scott Pilgrim, of course.
Scott Pilgrim.
Had to let that one rip. So if you're comparing it to those films, right? We won't give too much away now.
This is a very Hollywood generic action movie.
Yeah.
And now, so the difference was, back in the 80s and the 90s was the peak of Hollywood action movies, where it could be dumb and it could just be action, and you have a lovable lead star like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or even Jean-Claude Van Damme. As long as you had these guys and a serviceable plot and some cool action scenes, it was going to be a hit. Those days have passed, right? Yeah. So now if you have an action movie, it needs to be smart. Mm-hmm. It needs to have some extra thing going in. It needs to have a twist. It needs to have something else going on with it outside of a lovable lead character and decent to good action scenes. Now, what this movie does correctly is I like Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell crushes it. For our criticism of this film, it is not of Glenn Powell. He did a great job.
Yeah, and Josh Brolin.
And their interactions. Josh Brolin plays essentially the head of a evil news network.
He's the
Dan Killian.
Yeah, he's the head of the network that actually does The Running Man and all these other shows. And see, this network basically thrives on people's desperation.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And so we're in a dystopian future, and that is another thing that I liked was the world building of this world was really cool. Like, it could have went a little farther, but like the setup of the world is like, oh, I totally see this as America in 20 years. I'm not even going too far in the future. It's kind of scary. This is like America 20 years in the future. You have a fake Keeping Up with the Kardashians show.
You're gonna love it. The Americanos.
The Americanos. Like, you have these little cuts in, and the world building. I can see that. America's not doing so hot, and so it is causing people to do these desperate things. The action was pretty brutal. Yeah. Like, it felt like things hurt. Now, not every action scene is equal.
No. I think Edgar Wright, the films we mentioned before, they have some pretty good, memorable action scenes. And I think there is a lot of brutal moments, but the only thing about it is I can't really think of any that off the top of my head.
There was no action that really stood out where I was like, dang, it was just all serviceable.
And I think the one that stands out the most is probably, which you've seen in the trailer if you watched it, Michael Cera's kind of act, right? Where he's getting a little wacky with it.
He's pumping up the super soaker with the electric floor.
That was definitely memorable. Some good explosions.
They could have went so much farther with that.
They could have, though. They definitely could have.
Because Michael Cera basically plays a character that Glenn Powell meets later on that is trying to help him get out of the city. And so Michael Cera has this booby-trapped house like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
And there are some decisions in this movie that don't make any sense. Things start getting a little wacky, and the decisions that Edgar Wright made, or whoever the screenwriter was, or whoever, the decisions in the movie just get sillier and sillier, and then you fall out of it. Because in the beginning, you're like, okay, man, I'm kind of in it. Yeah. And then over the time of the movie, you're just like, okay, this is all stupid. Nobody would do that.
Yeah.
Nobody would say that or do that.
It had an exciting start, the world building, all that good stuff, and then we start to, the wackiness just takes you out of it, to Cude's point, right? These are not realistic decisions that you would be making in such a dire circumstance. And we won't go into what those decisions are, but we will say, it's like dominoes. Once that first bad decision is made, I feel like we just start to lose. It all goes out the window, and we don't know why.
And that domino effect extends to the stupid, ridiculous costumes that this dude had.
Oh man!
It's like, bro, it would be easier for you to just wear a dirty hoodie and wear like a COVID mask and just hide out in the sewers than dressing as putting on a fake mustache and thinking that's going to hide your face.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going to spoil it. The stupidest costume is a blind priest.
Okay, yeah, you have to. That's worth spoiling.
A blind priest is one of your costume. Oh, that's not out of the ordinary. Just a priest walking around the streets blind. It's so stupid. It's like, why did he just not dress up as a regular person? That would have been way easier to blend in with. Maybe put on a fake beard and mustache. When they just put on the one mustache, I was like, what are we watching, a cartoon?
Yeah.
It's like Clark Kent. It's like Clark Kent putting on glasses.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, that's not Superman at all.
No way, what?
It's just a movie that relies on either you being nostalgic or you just wanted to go see a dumb action movie. And like I said, these days you can't just make a dumb action movie. It has to have some thought behind the plot or something.
I think Edgar Wright, right? He has this signature wackiness, like from Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead, right?
Now, Shaun of the Dead is classic.
Yeah, and it's because
Hot Fuzz is funny too.
Exactly, because there's a way to do it that can be fun and still smart and dumb at the same time.
Yeah.
I think Edgar Wright, he wanted to put his kind of signature style on there, and with this film, it might be tough to put those two worlds together.
Everything is okay until the third act, and then it just all falls apart, and you're like, this wackiness is not paying off. And just like we said, Josh Brolin's character, he's great. He's great in it.
Yeah.
He's never really wacky, though. He always keeps the same character. It's just all the side characters around, and just like the reason why he's the motivations of doing certain things just doesn't add up, and it just equals to a generic remake.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is to me.
So I feel like that's time to go into rating it.
Yeah.
You want to kick things off?
Am I kicking it off?
Kick it off for us.
All right. So it's a generic movie, guys. It's not smart. It's not even funny. It's not. I can't remember. Like maybe I chuckled at one or two things. They were trying to make this a lot more fun than what it actually came out to me as, and so I'm gonna give this movie a 5. This movie was mid to me. It was mid.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm in a similar boat, right? We have these characters that you want to care about them. And I feel like in the first part of the film you do. And then, like I said, once they start to change their behavior so drastically, it's just tough to really buy into the rest of the film. And it took off a lot of points, and I actually had high hopes in the beginning of this film. I want to reemphasize Glenn Powell and Josh Brolin. I mean, honestly, everybody did good at acting. It was really just the source material. But also what Michael Cera was given, we don't really know, right? Yeah. So for that reason, I'm also going a 5 out of 10.
We got a mid movie. Probably dope score. Mid.
I was close to a 6.
Yeah.
Hopefully, don't shred us in the comments or
this movie, this is not a bad movie.
No.
It's loud. It was a little too loud for me. It was kind of obnoxious because it was so loud, and the music is not good to me. Like they tried to do this funky music, like soul music, to kind of like make it like Quentin Tarantino or Snatch or something, and it just did not work for me. It was all generic sounding soul music. So just go into this movie with an open mind, and don't think about who because I didn't even know it was Edgar Wright.
I
didn't even know. So when I found out that, I was like, oh, I got to take a point away because I might have been around a 6. This is not a good remake.
Hey, if you want to see Glenn Powell looking shredded and
he is cut,
acting his glutes off. He does that.
Why isn't Bro in the Marvel Universe already?
I think he should be very soon, hopefully. Yeah.
How have they not contacted this dude?
Right.
Like, he looks like he don't even need like the padding.
Yeah.
Like Bro is just ripped. So yeah, I'm Cude.
I'm JC.
Should you guys run out to the theaters and see this?
Either way, you should like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Run to the like and subscribe button.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for watching Probably Dope Movies, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one.
Peace.
See ya.